Hello everyone, and welcome to my first squad builder for FIFA 15. Thought I'd start off with quite a cheap one since people won't really have that many coins yet, and obviously the prices are stupidly high at the moment, so you don't really want to overpay for a really good team just for the price to go down loads. So anyway, I've gone with a non-rare sort of Serie A Premiership hybrid with the 3-5-2 formation. In goal we've got Vorm. Not the best goalkeeper, but he's the highest non-rare in the Premiership, but he's not too bad. Obviously he's really cheap as well, so yeah, I recommend trying him. First centre back, we've got Curtis Davis. Not the best centre back, only 75 overall, but obviously he's got quite good pace for a centre back, which makes up for it. So he's a little bit overpowered. He's got decent defending stats, decent physical stats. And yeah, it's pretty much the same for Corker as well. Virtually the same player. I think they've got the same pace, and then Corker's obviously got a little bit better defending. But again, just mainly cheap, overpowered centre backs. Then the last centre back, Kabul, downgraded to a non-rare now. I don't think his rating's actually changed, I'm not sure. But yeah, so he's a lot cheaper now than he would have been if he was rare, obviously. And he's a really good centre back, really good defending stats, good physical stats, and obviously really good pace for centre back as well. Then the first CDM we've got Henderson. Never used Henderson on Ultimate Team before, but his card looked pretty good this year. Obviously his shooting's not that great, but everything else is pretty solid. Decent pace, quite good passing, alright on the ball, and quite good physical as well. So yeah, he was a really good player. Set up a couple of goals as well, even from defensive midfield. The next thing we've got Schneiderlin, probably the best out of these two players. Obviously he's not as pacey, and his shooting's even worse, but playing defense mid doesn't really matter. But he's really strong on the ball, like can't get shrugged off very easily. He's got really good defending stats as well, and he's got alright dribbling, so I definitely recommend giving him a try. Left mid we've got Jay Rodriguez, really good pace obviously. I don't think he'd be that good, he's not very good rated. He can only really run, he's alright at shooting for a left mid, so you can cut in and score a few goals with him. Scored a couple of goals in the 8 games I played, I've got assists with him as well. And he's also got pretty good weak foot, so you can actually not cut in if you don't want to, because I tend to cut in with my wingers, but obviously some people like to keep going and put in the cross, and you can do that if you really want. Then right mid we've got Menez. I was really impressed with Menez. I don't think he actually scored a goal for me, and he only got a couple of assists, but he played really well. He's on the ball, he is ridiculous. He's got really good pace, really good dribbling, 4-star skills as well. Not really got much end product, but for just straight running, like counter attacks, just to run at players, you can take him on. He's a really good player. Attacking midfield we've got Pereira, I think it is. I'm not really sure how you say it. I expect him to probably be the worst player in the team. He's not got the best pace for a cam. I guess he's not too bad, but then other than that, he can pass, but he can't really shoot. His shooting's not the best, but I was actually quite impressed with him. His dribbling seems pretty good, and he's actually got quite good physical for an attacking midfielder as well, given he's got not too bad pace. Scored 4 goals and got 2 assists, which I think is pretty good for an attacking mid, so I was really impressed with him. Only 3-star skills though, which is a bit of a letdown, but it's not the end of the world. Then first striker we've got Morata. I don't think he'd be very good either, but I was actually really impressed. I only got him because he was really cheap. I scored I think 5 goals in 8 games, 2 assists as well, which I think was really good, especially how cheap he is. Yeah, he seems really good on the ball. He seems a bit faster than he actually is, I think, and he's got really good finishing as well. And then we go on to Palacio, probably by far the best player in the team. Scored 7 goals in 8 games with him. He's really clinical, obviously really quick, really good dribbling, so it's virtually impossible to get off the ball. And obviously his shooting's ridiculous as well. And given he's only obviously 2,500 for a non-rare is pretty expensive, but he's actually really good. If he was rare and maybe in a better league, he would be really expensive, I think. So I definitely recommend trying him out, and I definitely recommend trying this team as a whole. Really good cheap team to start with. And yeah, you're not really going to lose out on too much money when the prices go down.
done to